Sweatshops. Sweatshops around the world today owe their existence to an economic system that demands lower costs and higher profits. As industry becomes more global and more companies continue to outsource work to other countries, the prevalence of sweatshops continues to grow. Corporations increase their profits by contracting work to foreign manufacturers. The contractors produce goods cheaply by making laborers work long hours under poor and unsafe conditions for inadequate pay and few or no benefits, while suffering various abuses at the hands of their employers. Essentially, this is the exploitation of people who work in such shops out of necessity. Most people would not work under such conditions if they had a choice. In many sweatshops, laborers are children or victims of dire poverty, people who desperately need the income and are forced by this need to accept whatever work they can find. Many companies claim that outsourcing work to developing countries does the consumer a great service by keeping prices low. Sadly, while companies reap higher profits and consumers enjoy cheaper prices, farmers, workers, families, and the environment suffer. The disparity is great between the pay rates of corporate executives and those of the shop workers. According to Sweatshop Watch, workers in the garment industry make approximately 1% of the garment's sale price, and many workers earn wages significantly below minimum wage. Those in Pakistan, for example, average 23 cents per hour, while those in Mexico earn $1.75. Most of the money consumers pay for garments ends up feeding the corporations' advertising and executive payroll budgets. Workers at a prominent blue jean factory in Saipan, a U.S. Commonwealth in the Pacific, were receiving $3.05 per hour, while the CEO of the company made almost 4,000 times that amount. Some supporters argue that sweatshop work is better than no work at all. In reality, though, the manufacturer is taking advantage of these people, and the money they receive does little to improve their economic situation. Children often work in sweatshops alongside their parents because there is nowhere else for them to go. They gain no education and have no means to secure training for a better-paying job elsewhere. The cycle of poverty and exploitative labor continues. Sweatshops can be stopped, however. Courts have become involved as lawsuits have been filed against companies that abuse their labor force. Many consumers are willing to pay more for goods they know were not made under sweatshop conditions. By boycotting goods of these manufacturers and pressuring companies to change, consumers can help stop the mistreatment of workers.